Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right now.
Dalton bootlegs out. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now from the 27. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Dalton. Oh, the spin. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Yeldon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tight dog. Over here, yes.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, what a move. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
44. Here you go.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And an alley to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a run with Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. And Dalton to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Charlie.
Dalton here from the gun. He gets this in the hands of Nixon. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
We got three. We got box drop.
From midfield here, Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2-by-2. Move.
Second and 5 now. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Allen on third. Steps away. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To the air, Allen eluding the pressure. Allen hit, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Bullock will put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, exit. We got 4.
To throw again. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Danny. Whip. Watch the whip. Out. Half. Mike 52. Get that one.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 49. Got one. Check 50.
The final act of the first half, Dalton, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Yeldon. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen now from the gun on 3rd down. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed up. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Darqueze Dennard there to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. Now Allen, it's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Mike Kennedy! He's checking his 6-6. Pull it high. Smooth.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Allen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check, 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 check.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to rifle. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Allen's throw is complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Williams. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Dalton hovering near the goal line. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You draw portion. Nice. 49's a mutt.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So Dalton now. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1 yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get it out of there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Allen. For here, and this will be caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Allen to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a